Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Sports Wave Network and Sports Corner with the Conn Man. I am your host, the Conn Man. And with me this evening, I have with me a very special guest. She goes by the name of Emanuela Alves. Emanuela, how are you doing this evening?
I'm great. Today's my rest day, so I feel great.
Now, before we go any further, first of all, I want to wish you a happy Valentine's Day,
Same
number
to
one.
you.
And, the reason why I wanted to get you on the show is because I was viewing some of your highlights and your videos, and I was very, very impressed. And I said, I gotta get her on my
Thank
show.
you.
I said, geez, something else. So what I'm here to do for you this evening, Emanuela, is to give you your flowers, even though it's on Valentine's Day. But also, I want you to let the viewers know, because we're going to be seeing all over, and on Roku TV, by the way. Can you let the viewers know a little bit about your journey, your grind from the beginning?
So I am, first of all, I'm a mom of four. So I've been on the grind since before I got pregnant. I've worked out my pregnancies, during my pregnancies, after my pregnancies. Um, I've always been active. We stay active, me and the kids. We do rock climbing, we snowboard, we bike ride. So it's been a lifelong journey, I'd say. But it hasn't been it's been like maybe a year since I've really been committed, like where I can say I'm committed. I haven't let anything get in the way of me getting up and going to the gym every day. So not until about a year, I'd say, like where I've been really committed to really giving it 100%. But I've always been pretty fit, throughout my life and trying to stay active in general.
Let me ask you a question. How can you have four kids and still be able to give 100? Because people who are watching this, you know,
Yeah.
I kind of want to get people involved and their fitness and things of that nature. And you are the epitome of that. And how can you do all that raising four kids?
So you got to set a time that's going to be like good for you without any interruptions. And for me, I've tried different times, I've tried after work. Then there comes the excuses. I'm too tired. I got to do dinner. The kids have sports. The kids have this, dance,
Hmm.
you name it. So for me, my time that works that I found no one can interrupt me, not work, not my kids, nothing is before they get up. So 5 o'clock, my alarm goes off. 5:30, I'm in the gym. I'm home by 7 to wake them up from school, and it's done. I'm done, and there's nothing that can get in the way of that journey. So that's what I found was good for me. Any other time of the day just didn't work for me. I always made up an excuse, or there was always something that came up, that stopped me from going whenever I wanted to go, like on a daily basis.
Okay, now I'm gonna be devil's advocate here. Okay, I'm trying to get in shape. I want to get in shape, but
Yeah.
I just don't have the will and the desire. And I'm uncomfortable going to a gym. So, like right now, your experience, you can go. You're probably part of the furniture there. But when you're new or someone who wants to get in that world, who wants to go and be physically fit and take that journey, take that step, how would you let them know? How would you approach if you were talking to them? How would you
Yeah.
approach that?
I mean, it's a learning process. I'm still learning as I'm going on a daily basis. I read a lot now. I watch a lot of other people's workouts, and try and learn from that. But a lot of reading, on what I should do, the do's and the don'ts, including the way I eat. It's not like I always ate healthy, but I'm starting to eat healthy now, noticing that as I'm getting older, things are going to change. The way that I need to eat needs to change in order to get to those goals that I have. So if you're like, I have friends now that, I spoke to somebody earlier today, and they're going to the gym. They started waking up at 5 o'clock, and she said, honestly, I don't want to do anything but the treadmill because I'm scared to use the machines. I don't know how to use them. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean?
Mm-hmm.
Um, go with someone who knows that can show you. If you don't have somebody who goes that, that can show you, there are plenty of classes. I still take classes. I take classes on the weekend in groups. That improves my form. I do one-on-one training with the trainer, which also improves my form. And then I also, like I said, I watch a lot of videos, and I apply. You read, you learn, you apply.
So basically, what you're telling me is there's no damn excuse.
No, there's none. It's trial and error, You don't just get up and learn how to ride a bike, right? You're gonna fall a couple times. I've been in there plenty of times where, I thought I was doing the machines right. And I saw somebody else doing the machine. I'm like, oh shoot, I wasn't even doing it right. Or I seen a video of how they were doing the machine. And then I went back and I fixed it, you know. And that's pretty much how you learn. You just gotta get in there.
You just gotta get up and do it. You gotta
Yeah,
just
that's it.
get up and do the damn thing.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm in the gym. I'm seeing my way around the gym. How do I know what to do?
Again.
I'm talking
Yep.
from a beginner who's
Yep.
watching you, wanting to learn from you. So, what do I do? How do I? How
Yeah.
would you handle that?
I know, and it's a scary thing too, especially when you don't know what you're doing. But like I said, like everyone is there at some point. You start at that same point. Like I was there, I was that person. I used to go to the gym every day and do legs every day, legs. And someone said, you can't do legs every day. Well, I like doing legs. Yeah, but I'm breaking my muscles down every day
Hmm.
and I'm not seeing the results because I'm not allowing my body time to heal. I said, okay, maybe I need to do something else. Go back to the drawing table. Now I'm rotating. I'm doing legs. I'm doing upper body. I'm doing legs. I'm doing upper body. I found myself in the gym every single day because I was so hooked to the gym that I'm not giving myself time to heal still because I'm not resting. Um, so like I said, it's all trial and error. You have to do your reading. Like anything else that you're trying to learn and master, you have to do the research. You have to talk to people who are in the same situation as you, and get the information that you need so that you're successful. Whether it's the gym or it's the eating that comes with the gym, because that's very important.
Now, since you brought that up, the nutrition is a very important
Oh
factor.
yeah.
Now, do you take supplements? Or do
I
you?
do. Yep. And that's not something that I always did. I was always like, I'm just going to do this naturally. I don't want any of this stuff. And it's like you realize that some of that stuff, long as you're taking the right stuff, it's actually good for you. You need the protein. If you're going to be breaking down your muscles, you need to replenish your body with protein. So I do take protein every day within like the first 20 minutes of my workout. I'm taking my protein. I started doing creatine because you can have a certain amount of creatine a day. And just the eating itself, you have to have, what's the point of working so hard if you're going to go home and eat, a sandwich from Dunkin' Donuts, or you're going to go grab a coffee with all that sugar? The first thing you need to do is replenish your body and those muscles with something healthy.
Now, my next question is: okay, you got family of 4 or 5,
Yep.
and you got to prepare meals for them,
Yep.
and you got to prepare meals for
For
yourself.
myself, yeah.
How do you work all that in?
Meal prepping, I did a couple cleanses that were really difficult. There was one that was like a 20-day cleanse by DH Herb, and I tell my friends about it all the time. And it was all raw fruits and vegetables, like raw. You couldn't cook anything. I was making my own almond milk. I was making my own Parmesan cheese. You name it. Everything was natural and nothing was cooked. That was probably the hardest thing I've ever had to do. But it's all mind over matter. Like, you have to like want it. Because if you don't want it, you're gonna cheat yourself. So what I did was while they were in school, in between working and things, I would literally go shopping for myself and I would prep. And I'd put the salads together and I'd put the fruits together and I'd just meal prep. So I think that was easier than actually cooking for them and watching them eat while I ate my lettuce.
Wow,
Yeah,
wow.
that was the
Now,
hardest part was
give the
the
viewers, give the viewers a day in the life of Emanuela Als.
So usually I get up like around 5 o'clock. Sometimes I set my alarm for 4. Mind you, I'm gonna tell you right now, I set my alarm for 3 months before I actually started getting up at 5 o'clock. Just so you know. It wasn't like I just got up one day and I said, "Ooh, I'm getting up at 5 o'clock. I'm gonna do this today." No. Snooze, snooze, snooze till I said, you know what, today's the day. And from that day on, I set my alarm at 4:30. By 5 o'clock, I'm out of bed and dressed and in the gym by like 5:30. I have everything laid out at night, so I have no excuses in the morning. I can't find this, I can't find that. I have my BCAA powders that I put in my drink. Kind of helps with the electrolytes because a lot of people are hooked on those monster drinks and those energy drinks that are not good for you.
Correct.
So I found the BCAA powders are actually good for you. Keeps you, energized while you're in there, gets you through that workout. I'm in there till about probably 5 of 7, like from 5:30 to about 5 of 7.
Wow.
I rotate my workouts. Like I said, if I do legs one day, I'm not doing legs the next day. I'm doing back and buys or tries and chest. And that's stuff I learned as I got comfortable with the gym and just reading and things like that. Home by 7 to wake the kids up, and it gives me that calm before I wake them up, the calm before the storm, because I have, one's out of the house, he's in college, but the three that are home, it's like breakfast, wake up, wake up, wake up, ironing clothes, breakfast, everything. It's for that good hour. It's like chaos in the house, and I need that gym for like my mental, to get them out the door. And it's drop offs to school, 1, 2, 3, and I'm back, and I'm like, everything's calm at that point. I already worked out. The kids are off to school, the house is quiet, and then I can focus on work. You know.
Now, Emanuela, now when you said like, let's go back a little bit when you first started, and
Yep.
you already know where I'm going with this. You're sore. You are sore. You're using
Oh
muscles you
yeah.
haven't used. You
Yes.
know I'm going with.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
when you how do you get up the next? I'm gonna go again because a lot of people,
Yeah.
nah, man, that is sore. I'm not gonna do it anymore because it's too damn sore.
But
I'm
it's a
too
good
hurting.
sore. It's a good sore because you know that you work those muscles and you know that, you got something out of it. If you're not waking up sore, you didn't work hard enough.
Now I'm gonna give it to you because I know y'all gonna give your impactful speech on this one. I'm a little overweight. I don't feel comfortable about my weight or whatever. I don't feel
Yeah.
like. What should I do?
I mean, work on it. It's one day at a time. If you're not happy with it, starts with the eating. Walk a little bit, get active. The best way is to start getting active and making healthier decisions with, the things that you put in your mouth.
Let me ask you another question, and then I'm gonna give you the floor because I'm giving you your flowers. But for those people, because I'm not gonna mention no names, but I know people who might be a little overweight will go and lift weights as
Yeah.
opposed to maybe doing more cardio.
More cardio.
And
Yes, need it.
then what now? What advice would you give to those people who think maybe I'm wrong, but will go into the gym and do the weights,
Yeah.
but they're not really doing the cardio. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
you definitely need the cardio. I mean, even I still do cardio. I don't do as much cardio like in the gym. I'm an outdoor cardio person. Like I like to ride my bike for miles in the summer. Like I'll just take off 16, 17 miles. I love it. But when I'm in the gym, I just can't see myself like walking the treadmill or riding a bike for a long time. I just can't do it. It's boring to me. I like to go for a walk, things like that. But the cardio is so important because that's what's gonna burn that fat, you know? It's so important. So I still do some cardio. I jump rope in the gym. I switch so I'm not bored. When I do my cardio, maybe do 10 minutes on the bike, then do 10 minutes on the treadmill, then 10 minutes on the stairmaster. switch up that hour of cardio that you were, going to do, between a bunch of cardio instead of, because I know I can't sit on that bike for 60 minutes or walk that treadmill for,
No.
there's no way.
Mm-mm.
No,
Mm-mm.
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 I don't care how much music I have in my ear. It's not gonna work. You could give me the best playlist and I'm still like, doo, 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 doo. No, not happening. Mm-mm. It's not for me.
um, now, getting back to, you had mentioned something before when you began that you didn't know if you were doing the uh, exercises or the lifting the correct way. Can you let the
Yep.
viewers know? Because you know and I know we got people in there doing up, but they're not doing it the
Yeah.
correct form. And even though you might have to do a little bit lighter weight,
Yeah.
getting the form down is the
It's
key.
most important. Yeah.
Right. So I don't know. What your Do you see people when at your gym? Or not 5:30 in the morning. Probably not too many
We do
people.
actually the same faces every morning. We're there.
Yep, because
Yeah.
everybody's in a
We're
routine.
there. Same people every day. We hold each other accountable.
I know.
Where were you yesterday? You're late.
Yep,
Yeah.
I know. I
Oh
know. I
yeah.
know. Yeah. Hey, I don't go at 5:30, but I'm there at 6:30.
You see
You know,
the
I make
same
sure I know where you're coming
faces.
from.
Yeah.
And that's why I wanted you on because I am so impressed with your videos. And you know what? I'm gonna tell you right quick. It it takes a lot of courage and a lot of confidence to go put videos on about what you're doing because people are quick to criticize,
Yep.
and they can't. You really, there's nothing they can criticize, but
Yep.
you know how people are. But what made you decide to? Okay, look, man. You know what? I did enough work. I'm confident in myself. I think I can do this. What made you decide that? Okay, I can do this damn video.
Yeah, so I was posting little things here and there, for a little while, and then I was getting a lot of good feedback, like people were reaching out, asking me about workouts, dieting, things that I was doing in my inbox. So I was like, if I'm starting to motivate people, now, I said, you know what, why not put it out there? Like I have people message me a lot and say, don't stop posting because I use your workouts. I've been learning from your workouts. So that's what kind of gives me that push to keep doing it, that encouragement, because I know that I'm motivating people and people are out there looking, and just like I'm looking at other people's videos today, online, there other people are doing the same thing with me. So it just inspires me to keep, pushing a little bit more.
And I got to give you your flowers because, again, having 4 kids, you said one's away in college, but still
Yeah.
raising them and still being that consistent, that dedicated, that commitment. You know that everybody has their New Year's Eve resolution. Yeah, I'm going to go to the gym. But
Yeah.
if you ain't in it, you ain't in it. You
Yeah.
know what I'm trying to say? If
Yeah.
you in it, you're in it. And then you get that fever. Can you explain to the viewers what that fever is like? I know it's like. You know it's like. Can you convey what the fever is?
Yeah. So I'm just going to take it back a little bit because you say the New Year's resolution, right?
Okay.
People wait till January for that New Year's resolution. Like
Mm-hmm.
you should be working on that New Year's resolution way before. Like think about it. It doesn't happen overnight. It does not happen. January to June is a small window before you're ready for the summer. If that's what all these New Year's resolutions is about, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So you should be working like through the winter, through the summer for the next year's resolution. But once you get that fever, like I have days that I wake up at 5:30, and like today it's my rest day. Like I hit the gym hard yesterday with the trainer, and I wake up and then my mind is racing at 5:30, and I'm like, go to bed. Like and I want to be there, but it's like I have to force myself to not go. Like that's gym fever. Like if I could go every single day, I would go every day, but I know that rest is important now. Like I need to Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday rest. Maybe Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday rest. Like I need to give myself at least 2 days out of the week to rest. Like that's gym fever. Like you're there, you're hooked. Like it makes you sick when you don't go. If you get sick, you're sick
Bingo.
because you can't go. That's a fever. you know?
Believe me, I got the fever, so I know what you're
Yeah.
talking about. I know. But I'm sure the viewers, some of you viewers don't understand what that fever is like and the commitment you got to make if that's what you want. Now, when you
Yeah.
started, what were your goals?
So my goals, my goals are a lot different now than what they were then. Like my
Right.
goals were always just to like stay fit. Like, I was always that person that said, I'm gonna have kids, and there's no way I'm gonna let this my kid ruin my appearance or that type of thing. So I always worked through my pregnancies to try and stay fit. And then as I got older, and I'm not afraid to say, like, everybody knows my age, it's on Facebook, I don't hide it, I'm proud, I'm 43 years old, and I'm still pushing. Like, it's more about my health now and appearance. Like, yeah, everybody wants to look good, but health wise, like the choices that I make today are more for like the health in the future. I want to feel great when I'm 60, you know like I want to be able to say I can get up and I can still run at 60. Like if I'm doing that now, I know that I can push it to 60. I can push it to 70. I don't want to depend on medication from, the hospitals. I see older people on medication for blood pressure, cholesterol. I'm eating healthy. I'm working out healthy now so that I can prolong my life and be healthy then. And that's what my goals are right now.
Well, you are doing an outstanding job. And you know what? You know how, folks, how you know that she's doing the damn thing? I got boxes hitting me up wanting to see your videos. I got boxes that what I mean? They're hitting me up. I'm like, damn. And, watching your videos and how you do them and the music background and, you did the variation of movements that you do and the weights that you use. And I mean, it is amazing. And then to have 4 kids, to me, that is outstanding. And you deserve your flowers for that. Now, I'm asking you all kind of questions. What is it that you want to convey to the audience, your viewers, because you're going to have a lot of them. You know that already. The show is going to be pretty damn good. But anyway,
Yeah.
I ain't bragging. I'm just keeping it real. But anyway, what do what do you want to convey to the audience? Is there anything that maybe you wanted to bring up that, damn, Mike didn't ask me that? Maybe Mike should have asked me that. What,
Yeah.
is there anything you want to convey? Because the
I
floor is
mean,
yours.
you pretty much, asked some good questions. Um, what I'd say to the viewers is like, don't be afraid to ask questions. Don't be afraid to reach out to people, like myself. Like, I have people inboxing me a lot, asking me questions. Like, we're here to help. We're in the gym with other people that help. I'm still learning. It's a learning process. Like, we're all afraid. I'm still afraid sometimes. I do workouts and I'm still asking questions. But don't be afraid to take that first step. Like, reach out, ask questions, do your math, read. Knowledge is everything, and believe me, you'll learn everything right through those books, through these videos, or even just reaching out to myself. Like, I'm here to help. Um, but it's so important for your health, like to take that first step. And it doesn't happen overnight. It definitely doesn't. You're not going to go to the gym tomorrow and see those results. I see memes all the time. They got the girl squatting and it says me after 5 squats. Like, you're not seeing those results. I look back at videos from like a year ago, and I do the video a lot too, because that's when you see you see yourself every day. You don't even see your transformation. But when I see those videos and I put them side by side, the pictures that I've taken, that's when I see the transformation. So I'm like, wow, it didn't happen overnight, but it did happen. So make sure that you're documenting your journey. Don't set your goals too high. Set them like little by little so that you can make sure you achieve them, and then set it maybe the bar a little bit higher the next time. But yeah, reach out, inbox me, ask questions, ask other people questions, steal people's videos and learn from them.
Emanuela, I want to go once or twice a week. Is that going to benefit me? Yeah, I go once or twice. I go maybe Monday or whenever I go, I go.
Yeah, I don't think so. I didn't, yeah, I don't, yeah. It's good that you're going, if you go once or twice, at, versus not going at all. But if you're trying to get serious results, once or twice is not going to happen. I do at least 3 leg days and 2 upper body days a week. That's 5 days. And I still feel like there's so much more that I miss sometimes when I go in there, in the time frame that I'm there. So it's kind of one of those things that you have to be in there more than once or twice a week if you want to get them results.
Do you think that from because you're out there, do you think that you find more people who are in it than not in the gym? What I mean by that is I go to the gym every morning too.
Yeah.
So I'll see people with their phones and they're texting and they're sitting on their machines,
Yeah.
not doing a damn thing. Oh, but I went to the gym. Oh, I'm at the gym. I'm at the,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? How can I put it? You got people, I've seen it, and where I go is that they go to the gym maybe not for the right reason. Do you feel
Yeah.
that maybe?
I mean, there's some in there that are in there and they socialize more than they're working out. I see. They go in there for conversation and they're
Bingo,
bored.
bingo.
But the funny thing is I drive to the gym in the morning and it looks like the whole parking lot's packed,
Uh-huh.
but there's about 7 people in there. I'm like, where the heck is all these people that belong to these cars? Like, do people actually park their cars at the gym just to pretend they're there? I don't know.
I
But
don't
the
either.
parking lot's full. It really is. And there's about 7 of us, maybe 8 of us in there. And you'll get about 2 of them that just are there. They work out, but they socialize more than they work out. So you do find them, or the ones that take up your machine because you're waiting
Oh,
on them and they're on their phone.
oh. Now, no,
Three
now
sets,
we're gonna
please.
get
Three
into
sets and
that.
move on. Please, just keep going. Like, I'm waiting. I got about an hour left.
Now, not you because you're there early in the morning. Because I'm just asking you questions that I think the viewers might want to ask you. There's some machines people use
Yep.
where I'm talking about you know what I mean, where they're taking over multiple
Yeah.
machines,
Yep.
and you got people who want to use them, and then you got people who socializing and they're doing it. Let me ask you a question. This is going to be a tough one. I don't even know if I'm going to ask it right. Besides doing the weight machines to make it look, they look like they're doing the machine to make them look cool. Whereas, do you find that because all your training, because you train body parts and all that, do you find that maybe you don't have to do those crazy things to get the same results?
Yeah. No, there's definitely certain machines that you can use it a little bit easier. People do show off. Yes, they do.
I
Uh,
know.
and you could tell they're trying to do something they've seen online. Um, you know, and they're on the machine for too long because they're trying to figure it out. You can see that, you know. So you do have that. I think what irks me the most is like when there's a lot of people in the gym and you have to have some type of gym etiquette, right? If there's nobody in the gym, I'm bouncing around on maybe
Right,
2 or 3 machines. But
right.
if you see that there's a lot of people in the gym, like you cannot take up 1 set over here, 2 set, and somebody's going to jump on your machine and they're like, I'm using that. I got 1 more set, or I
Yep.
got 2 more. You cannot
Yep.
do that. Like
Hmm.
you have to have some type of gym etiquette, you know? That's what irks me the most. Or they're on the machine, but they're talking, but they're not done with their set. Those things irk me.
And you like
I'm in and out. I'm
right,
I'm all about my business. Like
right.
I'm in there. I do my sets, maybe 2 machines at a time. I'm focused on what I'm doing. I jump around and I'm like in and out. Headphones in so nobody could talk to me. Um, and sometimes I'm like, what? Like put it back in. I'm not here for that.
And you know what? You're on a time constraint as
Yes,
well.
I
So
have to
you got to
have
get in there,
everything I have
get your thing. You got
planned.
to bounce.
Everything I have written down has to be done by 5 of 7. Like I don't have time for it.
Exactly,
I had
exactly,
to
exactly.
talk. Yeah.
But again, so where do you see where do you want to take this? What you're doing now? Where do you want to take this? Because we have a lot of viewers, and
Yeah,
that's kind of why I wanted you on to give you your flowers, and maybe we can help you take it to where
yeah.
you want it to go, or sort of.
You
Or
know, I honestly, it started off, for myself, and then it started off as, motivating others, and I really haven't really like given it thought as to where I want to go with it. A lot of my friends asked me to train, and I feel like maybe one day, I will train. But I feel like right now, while I'm still learning myself, I'm still being trained. I'm not there. That's not the step I'm trying to take right now. It's all about like creating this platform and motivating others and trying to get others to come in the gym. I'm not training you, but I'll show you the way. If you need to know what it is, you should be eating or what you should be doing, like I'm here to help. I'm at that point right now.
and before we end, we're gonna have you. I'll let the viewers know how they can contact you before we do that. But right now, it's about you and giving you your flowers. And I want what. Let me see. What is the most difficult thing you have to go through when you're weight training, or what is the what are the negatives first, then give me the positives of doing what you do.
So the negatives, I would say, is that soreness that comes with it. I mean,
Oh yeah. Oh,
even though it's a good sore, it just makes those mornings so much harder to get up. My alarm goes off sometimes, and I'm just like, and I just gotta like tell myself, your body, your legs are sore, but you're doing upper body today. Like, get up, and go. So that's the negative. The other thing is too is the eating. um you can't do one without the other. And like I said, I have kids, I'm cooking for everyone, and it's difficult sometimes to see what they're eating, and you have to have that will to be like, you know what, I'm not going to eat that today. I'm going to have the vegetables with my meat, and I'm not, and you guys can have your french fries, and you guys can have your rice. Like, that's a difficult choice to make, doing those cleanses and not being able to eat a certain way. Like, those are so difficult. It's such a difficult thing to do. um but at the end of the day, it's so beneficial, so
now,
that's what helps.
okay. Now we talk about the weight training, which is very important, but then you talk about the nutrition, which goes hand in hand.
Oh yeah.
So, okay, let's talk about a little bit about nutrition because I know that's up your alley as well. Um, when you hear about carbohydrates and protein, maybe
Yeah.
viewers don't know exactly where to get the protein from or what
Yeah.
vegetables or things of that nature. Maybe you could do it in layman's terms as to what they can eat to, you know,
Yeah.
give them that vitamins and supplements and protein.
So for
Or
me,
better yet, what not to eat.
yeah.
We'll go with that first. Then we,
Oh.
and we got a half hour, girl. We
There,
can go
there's
ahead. We
a
can
there's
do
a
it.
lot. First of all, fast foods. You want to cut out fast foods altogether. Like, fast foods, junk foods, chips, cookies. There's a whole. Everybody knows what you shouldn't be eating. Now, what's the good stuff to be eating? The good things to put in your body. You know. I started with a body scan. My gym offers like it's like, I think, 360 body scan. They scan your whole body. They tell you what your body fat is, your muscle
Wow.
mass, everything, which is
Wow.
awesome. Most gyms offer it. I think there's also an app that you can get to do it. Then it gives you a list of supplements that it suggests. You don't have to
Hmm.
take all of them, but the most important ones that I feel that I take are my 24-hour, workout protein for after the workout. The creatine that I added in, I find important. I take probiotics. I take my multivitamins. I take my vitamin D because I have a vitamin D deficiency. But those are the supplements that I take as far as like on a daily basis. And then, of course, my BCAAs that I take before the gym.
What
Um,
are those?
they're like electrolytes basically, and it gives you the energy that you need to get in the gym, but it's not like the monster drinks that you're drinking or the Red Bulls. A lot of people do those before the gym.
Now,
And it
would you
makes your
think it's
heart race.
better?
This doesn't. The
Right. Would you?
BCAs are definitely. And I get all this stuff at the natural food store, honestly, on Kempton Street.
Oh, that place is nice. That place is
Yeah.
very
And
good.
it's all good. It's all natural. So I get all my stuff from over there.
Do you prefer liquid over pills or combination of
So
both,
it
or
depends on I have some powders, like my protein is powder, my the BCA powder I take. But then I have my probiotics that are pills, I have my multivitamins that are pills. I don't really take any more supplements. I don't feel like my body needs it. But again, it's what works for you. Like that's what's been working for me.
okay, well, hey, Manuela, man, you know what? I hear what you're saying. And, that's all cool, man, but I can't afford that.
Oof, it's not cheap. It's definitely not. I switched recently to organic fruits and vegetables, and let me tell you, it's so good for you, but it's so expensive. It's the healthier you eat, the more money you're spending. You definitely are going to be spending some money. I mean, between the supplements, between the proteins that you're buying monthly, it's expensive, and I think that's why a lot of people don't do it. And it's think about how I mean, fast food's not so cheap anymore, but think about how much
Yep.
easier it is to eat something fast food, right?
Quick.
Yeah, quick, and it's not that expensive compared to the organic stuff that you get in the fruits, the vegetables, and everything that you're buying to cook. So a lot of people are gonna take that easy way out, but you're spending a lot of money now. But look at it like this: those medical bills are not gonna be there later. It's taking
And
care of your health.
with exactly. And people
Yeah,
got to realize too that weight training is definitely beneficial as you get older. You know what I
yeah,
mean? And not you because you're still young, but as you get older, you older people start to fall down a lot and things of that nature because their legs are not strong. So
yeah,
when you develop your legs muscles, that can be beneficial as you get older, along with all your other parts of your body by strengthening them up.
yeah.
It saves you from going to the doctors. And here's something that I guess I want you to talk about because I know I find out every morning when you're done with that workout and you're sore and you take that hot shower and you come out, you feel
It's
like a
amazing.
million dollars.
Like a whole new
Am I right?
person. Whole new person.
Am I right?
Yeah.
It 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 makes they ain't got the fever yet. But I'm trying to get the viewers to get the
Yeah.
fever like we
It's
got.
it's
But I mean,
you got it's
it's so
something you
good.
learn to love.
Yes,
You learn to love
I'm
it.
I'm in it to win it. So
Yeah.
and I'm a little older than you. So, but anyway, is there anything else you want to talk about? I mean, something we're here. We got about 20 minutes, girl. This is your day. I'm giving you
Yeah,
the
I
floor.
mean,
Michael, shut up. Just tell me, Mike, shut up. It's on you.
I know we touched base a little bit on the foods and the organic foods. Like you don't have to do organic, um, but what I've been doing lately is with meals and stuff. The hardest part is when I do the cleanses. The cleanses are just a whole nother. Whew, it's difficult.
Explain to the viewers what cleanses are.
So the cleanses are basically, the one that I did was the DH herb, and that's the one you take supplements and you. There's so many different cleanses. This one you had to do the fruits and vegetables, and that's all you can eat on that cleanse. Each cleanse will tell you like specifically what you can eat while you're on it, and you kind of go by those guidelines. That was by far the most difficult one. That was 20 days. I did one recently that was
Whoa.
more doable. Yeah, 20 days. I didn't really like that one too much myself because I felt like I lost too much weight and I wasn't. So if you're trying to lose weight, that's a really good one because it's 20 days and you will drop a lot of weight because you're literally eating all raw vegetables and fruits. Um, so for me, I won't do that one again because I literally lost like a lot of weight. And I wasn't trying to.
Mhm.
It took me a while to gain that muscle back and all that weight back. The one that I just did recently was organic fruits and vegetables. You could cook it. You could do brown rice. You could do quinoa. Um, you can do meats, like lean meats. So that's something more doable like that. Even if you're not on the cleanse, you can continue to eat like that. You can eat eggs. You can eat avocados. So that one for me was a lot easier because I didn't lose any weight. It just helped me tone. Um, and then, like I said, I was able to do the meats, but it helped me along my journey with making better choices for food. So now it's like, okay, I'm going to cook the brown rice instead of the white rice. I'm going to eat a spinach wrap instead of a sandwich on white bread. I'm going to have eggs with avocado and maybe turkey bacon or beef bacon instead of regular bacon. just those little choices, you don't have to go all out right away, but like just making those little choices along the way.
Okay, since I can't afford to get those supplements and things like, what can I get those same things in my daily food? Like we know chicken's protein, but where can I get some of those things where I don't have to go? I can't afford to go
Yeah, I
to a
mean, you
place
just
and
gotta if you can't buy the supplements, you can't buy the protein, you're just gonna have to increase the protein intake. Eggs, great protein. I eat eggs every morning. I add avocado to my eggs. So basically just supplementing them with foods. Like I said, you don't have to do, the organic. That's stuff for your health if you want to switch long term. Eventually you want to switch and you want to get healthier foods. But you can do it with just the regular eggs. Right now I don't do regular eggs. I do the it's called grass fed um free range eggs. I switched to those, and this is
mhm.
all stuff that I did from the cleanse, and I've continued to do along the way, like the brown rice, the quinoa, the eggs and avocado. This is all stuff with this last cleanse that I noticed that, okay, this is doable. I'm gonna keep eating this way.
Do
Don't
you
get me wrong. I'm still gonna have those days where, because like I said, I work hard. I'm going to eat good sometimes, and sometimes I'm gonna want to go out to eat, and I'm gonna want to have something other than what I'm making healthy. I'm going to because I deserve it. But I'm going to have it in moderation. Makes sense? Like, don't deprive yourself of stuff, because if you deprive yourself, you're not gonna have those. You're not gonna reach those goals. I can't just say I'm never gonna have um, French fries. I might pick at your fries, but I might not order my own. You know,
mhm.
I'm not gonna ever have white rice. I might go to my mom's house right one day and she cooked chicken and white rice. I might have some white rice. I'm not gonna lie, but when I'm here and I'm making it for myself, I'm making those better choices.
Now one thing we didn't touch upon, which I think is almost as important as the training and the nutrition,
You know?
is stretching. Can you focus a little bit on the
Oh yeah,
stretching aspect of it? Because at my age now, that's
yeah. You
very
have
important to
to.
me as well.
Yeah. I mean, I've had days that I've rushed out of there and didn't stretch, and like it's not worth it. You should stretch before, you should stretch after every single workout, because if not, you're gonna pull something, and then you're out even longer. That extra 5-10 minutes of stretching is worth it, because I mean I've woken up with like a pain in my back, and I'm just like, no matter what, I can't get that kink out. Won't do it again. I have the rubber bands, and I pull my legs up, and stretch on the floor. Like, again, those things you can, if you don't know how to stretch right, you can, depending on what workout you're doing, you can look up videos on how to stretch. Okay, I did my back today. What are good back stretches? So I did my legs today. I did my hamstrings. What a good stretch hamstring, stretches for your hamstring. So there's a video, and there's something to read on everything you do. So there's no reason or to go in there blindly.
Now we touched upon the negatives. What are the what are the benefits? What are the positives you get from training and busting your ass and getting up at 5:30 in the morning and sacrificing eating what other people eat and making that commitment? And
Yeah.
what are the Emmanuel? Why are you doing this? What do you get
I,
out of
I
it?
mean, I feel amazing. I feel great. I mean, I get up every morning, and there was a period in time where I was just like sluggish, and I just like no motivation, and it's just like it gives you that motivation to kind of get up and go. Like I said, on days that I don't get up and go to the gym, and I have to still get up because I'm so used to that routine that if I don't, my whole morning is like slug, slug, slug. Like it just keeps me going.
Now, again, we're going to talk about your videos. We got about 15 minutes left. But, what do you say to people who, we kind of touched on it before, but I'm like, they want that quick fix. Like when you notice that like you said, you watch your videos, then you can see how much results, you can check out your results.
Yeah.
What if man, I went 3 weeks. God damn it, I ain't seen nothing.
Yeah,
Why should I go? I know I'm
yeah,
being devil's advocate, but you know what I'm talking about.
yeah. But even, even in those 3 weeks, like, that's why I say, like, the minute you start your journey, you should literally take pictures, because you might not see that in 3 weeks. But believe me, there's a difference there in those 3 weeks. Because, like I said, like, you may say, oh, Emmanuel, you look amazing. Or I get people saying, like, what are you working out for still? You look great. And it's like, to you, yes, I look great. But to me, I still see room for improvement. You're always going to be your biggest, you know, critique. Like, you're always
Critic.
going to, you're going to be that person to, so it's very important to document it, because that's what shows the progress. When I go back and I look and I say, ooh, this definitely looks different than this, you know, um, that's what's going to do it for you. That's what's going to keep you going in that fourth week, that fifth week, because it's there. You just don't see it.
Right. And know something too that you brought up, that all those outdoor activities, by you weight training and doing what you're doing, you're going to be able to do that for longer stretches of time. Am I
Oh,
correct?
yeah. Yep, I'm looking forward to spring, because I miss my bike. I see, I wake up in the morning and I keep telling myself, I'm gonna get back on my bike. I'm just gonna bundle up, and I just haven't been able to do it yet. But there's runners out there at 5 in the morning. Like, I see a group of
Uh,
runners in this freezing cold with their flashlight necklaces running on when I'm on my way to the gym, and I'm like, there's no excuses. So, one day I am gonna get up and I'm gonna ride my bike in that cold.
Now,
Just
you
hasn't
said you go
happened
for what,
yet.
17-mile rides?
Yeah, I take off from here. I ride down to the South End Beach from here, and I do the bike paths, and I kind of do all the bike paths and back around, and come back, do a couple laps around Buntwood Park. I have a couple friends that reached out, to do bike paths. Like, there's ones that go through through Fairhaven or through Mattapoisett, and I just haven't done any of them, because I'm riding by myself. Like, if I had other people that are interested, we can take further, paths and do, but I don't feel safe taking any other paths that I don't know right now, because I do
Right,
go by
right, right,
myself. So.
right, right. You know, I mean, I think people will watch this video and they're going to be impressed not only with the way you look and the way you uh, train and the commitment that you have, and again the fact that there is no excuse. If you really want to do it, you can do it. Y'all live in proof. That's kind of why I wanted you on the show, not only to give you your flowers, but letting you know that you can be an inspiration. And I like all my guests to make an impact. So and you definitely have. Is there anything else you want before we let the viewers know how to get in touch with you? Is there anything again that you want to bring out that maybe I didn't? Because again, this is about you, not me. They already
Yeah.
know I got a big mouth. They already know I'm not. Hey, they already know. But I mean, this is
Yeah.
about you.
I mean, I think we pretty much covered everything, from the foods to just, getting motivated and things like that. If you are struggling, like I said before, day one is the most important. Once you put your foot in that gym, I'm telling you, it's the hardest part is getting there. Like I said, the hardest part
Yes,
for me was getting up. Like, the hardest part for me was getting up at 5, and I set my alarm for 3 months to get up at 5. But once I did, it was like all uphill from there. So just think about it like that. That first day in the gym, and once you go in, that starts your journey. You're going to be motivated from there on out, but you have to take that first step, kind of get in there. Nobody's going to get you there but yourself. You have to push
you got
yourself.
to. And nobody can do
Yep.
it for you. Now, here's something that I know you can relate. Well, you can't relate to because it's not you. But what I'm saying is, do you find? Oh, again, I guess I want to. Because you got okay, Emmanuel. Man, I used to be like this. I was big. I was lifting weights, and then I stopped for whatever reasons. And now that muscle turned into you know what.
Yep.
So I may not be as motivated because I know what it took for me to get all that muscle. But
Yep.
now, I've been sitting back, drinking beer, whatever it is, and my body, all that muscle turned to flab, whatever you want to call it.
Yep.
What do you, what would you say in that situation?
I mean, muscle memory is amazing, I'll tell you. It
Bingo.
really is. It's
That's why
amazing.
I got you on
You
the
know,
show.
I mean, I can't even think when it was, but it's probably, it hasn't even been a year. I like nobody even knows because I don't post. I never posted or anything. But I had leg surgery.
Oh,
And when I was in the gym, I was doing upper body. Like I went in, I did upper body, had my brace, stood away from my legs for a few, for a few months. And when I got back into doing legs, it was like right back at it. Muscle memory. I'm telling you,
wow.
it didn't sit.
Now, when you get up at 4 o'clock, 4:30 in the morning, and you make that ride to the gym, do you work? Do you prefer? I guess you do because you're on a time constraint. Do
Yeah.
you work out by yourself? Do you have someone that workout partner
So
when you're
I
not
work
in
out by
the
my
gym?
I go to the gym every day by myself. I go in there, I'm working out by myself. I had a friend that was going with me for a little bit, and it was awesome because we would call each other in the morning, and it was like if I was tired or she was tired, I was like, I'm up, you up, and you could either one of us that was still sleeping, we'd pretend like, yeah, I'm up, but you're in bed, you were
Yeah,
sleeping,
right, right.
and but we woke each other up, and we got there, and even though we weren't doing the same workouts, we still were there together, and it motivated you to get into the gym. Sometimes we did, if you've seen some of my videos, the girl that I did like some of the partner workouts, we started doing some fun stuff in there and doing some group challenges like workout challenges together. But she took off. Actually she's doing another training at another gym right now. So I do miss her. But I like working out by myself, because you're just in there and you're like one track mind, and you get in there, you do what you got to do, and you're out of there. Sometimes when you work with other people, you start to talking and you start to doing what I see other people do, and it kind of like it kills your
Mm-hmm.
time. It
Mm-hmm.
kills your time because you're having
Mm-hmm.
conversation while you're working. So
Now, there's one person at the gym. I'm not going to say his name, but he'll work out. He'll get there about my time, 6:30, 7 o'clock, and he's there till 11:30, 12 o'clock.
yeah, that's
What
that's
do you think
just
about that?
yeah, you're wasting time. I mean, even if I have a crazy regimen to do, I'm not in there any more than an hour and 45 minutes. Like
That's all I can
I don't
take.
know what you're
That's it
doing
for
at
me.
that point.
I,
You're taking a nap, you're doing laundry. I don't know. He's using the back room to take a nap or something. But that's just too much. Yeah, you got to be in and out. I mean, you could be there in a few hours, but I mean, be there for a few hours, but that's a long time to be in there. Like, I don't know any
I'm
workout
not
that lasts that
exaggerating,
long.
but because
Yeah.
he looks at the weights, right? He looks at the weights, and whatever the machine is, he'll come up with a way to do it differently. Every machine, he just does his own thing. I mean, he makes up stuff. But anyway, that's the extreme. I probably should never brought
That's
it
the
up, but
one
I kind of glad
those are the
I did.
videos you find memes of. They become memes, those videos.
Yeah. Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. We only got a couple of minutes. So, Emmanuel, I want to thank you. First of all, a happy Valentine's Day. Got to say that first. But anyway, I want to thank you for coming on my show. Now, obviously, people who are going to be viewing this video, this show, how could they get in touch with you? And what's the best way to get in touch with you? And, promote yourself a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, through social media, I have two platforms, the Instagram and the Facebook, where I post live. I post my stories, I post my feeds. So that's pretty much the best way to get in touch with me, through those two platforms.
Now, one other question. You say you get up at 4,
4:30,
3. What time? Okay,
sometimes
what time do you
5,
go to bed?
depending if I'm having a
What time do you
lazy,
go to
huh?
bed? What time do you go to
So
bed?
so my kids are in bed by 9, so I never get to bed any earlier than 9:30. No earlier than 9:30. I get to bed late. That I feel like that's late because honestly, by 5 o'clock, because I'm up so early, I start to like that's when I feel my body start to crash. And then The only thing that keeps me going from that 5 o'clock till they get to bed is I make sure that I plan my dinner, my last meal around like 5, 6 o'clock, and that's what gives me that little bit of energy, to get to that 9 o'clock bedtime.
And probably one of the most, uh, maybe not important, but one of the things that I definitely want you to end this um, show with is I work out Monday, Tuesday, when I'm doing the damn thing. I mean, I'm in it. I'm in it to win it. Come Friday night, whoo, you know what I mean? You know where I'm going with this.
Yes, I
You know
know.
where I'm going.
Yep.
Uh, but I'm because a lot of people, me included, back in the day, not
Yep.
now, but back in the day, you work out, you look good, to go out to clubs and parties and
Yep.
all that. I know you don't, but I'm just saying, what do you told those type of people? Because there are a lot of them out there that live not for the purpose of so much being healthy. They live to look good for whatever reasons they want to do it
Yep.
for, as opposed to the reason that they should be doing it for is to benefit your health, live longer, look better, feel better.
Yep.
But hey, I did my thing. I did 5 days. Why can't I go out and party and
Yeah. I just saw a video. Actually, I shared it with my friends the other day, and it said, uh, not exactly the date, the time frame, but I think it said if you drank on Friday, that it took until the following Thursday to really recover from that weekend of drinking. It was something like that.
wow,
And it's just
wow,
like you think about it, and that's why you make those sacrifices. Like I don't drink during the week anymore. I'm not gonna say I don't drink at all because sometimes
right,
you have a birthday party to go to, or you
yeah,
you have a
exactly,
celebration or something, and you're
right.
going to drink. But you make those better choices because you know that I'm getting up on Saturday morning for training. I have 8 o'clock training in the morning. If I have a drink or two tonight, I might not make it to that training in the morning, or I might not give it that 100% on Saturday. And that's pretty much what gets you to kind of like make better decisions and better choices, because the liquor does weigh you down, and the liquor does hinder your progress as far as like getting in there and getting that workout done.
That's awesome. Well, Emanuela, I think we've reached our time. And again, I want to thank you for coming on my show. You didn't know me from a hole in the wall. So I want to thank you for coming on my show. And again, I want to offer you your flowers and thank you for what you're doing. And I know you've made an impact on the viewers who will be tuning in either today or tomorrow on Roku TV as well. So before we go, let the folks know how they can get in touch with you again. Do you have any way they can get in touch with you? Because I know they are.
Yeah, so first off, happy Valentine's Day. Thank you, to everyone who's watching. Thank you for having me on the show,
Oh, always.
Michael. I appreciate it. Like I said, that my platforms are pretty much the best way to get in touch with me. Instagram, Facebook. Those are the two of the best ways to get in touch with me at this time.
Well, again, Emanuela, may you stay blessed, and thank you so very much for coming on my show.
Thank
I
you.
am pumped up. I'm going to the gym tomorrow anyway, but I'm more motivated because sometimes you need that motivation
Yeah,
to
you
pick
do.
you up. Yes, and you've
Yep.
given that to me. I'm ready to go now. I'm not. I mean, you know what I mean? I'm not. No, I'm not. But I'm just saying, again, everyone, I think everyone needs to be motivated. And I think you definitely have motivated our viewers and those that hopefully will take that
I
in
hope so.
context and focus and be focused. So, again, I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. You made my night. And thank you. Happy Valentine's Day. Stay
Same to
blessed.
you.
And anytime you want to come on, hit me up. You got something going
Appreciate it.
on? Hit me up. Thank you so
All
much,
right.
Emanuela. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much. God bless. Bye bye. Folks, that was Emanuela. She did a great job. And whew, that was good. Sometimes, we do the basketball thing, but we got to talk about health and wealth and being healthy. And, I reached my limit, but it's been a great. I wish John Reeves would have came on. I'm going to find out what's going on with him. But anyway, I want to thank you guys for tuning in to my show, Sports Corner, with the Conn Man on the Sports Wave Network. Again, I want to give a shout out to my producer, Key Williams, and the boss, Jake Silver. And stay tuned next Friday. We have another doubleheader. We have some great guests coming on. You guys will be amazed I'm looking forward to that. And we got some good guests coming up in the future. You know, it's a pleasure for me to bring you the guests that I bring you. And I know I diversify a little bit, but I think it's important because I want my guests to make an impact. And so far, as you can see, they have. So you all have a very happy Valentine's Day. Stay safe. Don't drink and drive, and stay safe. And God bless you. And until next Friday, God bless. Take care. Bye bye.